Hi, welcome back to the countertop, and today I'm doing a chocolate budino from Che Fico. So the recipe I'm doing today is from Che Fico, one of the top 10 restaurants named by Bon Appétit this year on their September issue, where they named the top new restaurants in America. And it's a chocolate budino with candied walnuts and some like flaky salt and olive oil. I tried these in the restaurant, it was really good. So let's try to do here and see if we can achieve the same result. All right, let's go for the ingredients. Here are all the ingredients that we need for our budino. So the first thing, let's start with the candied walnuts, which we need, of course, 1 cup of walnuts, half cup of sugar, half cup of water, and some flaky salt. For the budino itself, you're gonna need 6 egg yolks, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of heavy cream, 1 cup of dark chocolate, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. All right, so let's start doing. Cool, so now let's start with the candied walnuts. The first step of the candied walnuts, we're gonna mix the water, half cup of water, and the half cup of sugar in a small saucepan. And you're gonna bring these to boil to make sure that all the sugar is dissolved. So it's pretty much almost doing like a simple syrup here. So you're gonna put these on medium high and bring to a simmer. Now that the sugar and the water is pretty much one thing now that they got dissolved, we're gonna mix our walnuts. And you're gonna let this in the stove for 30 minutes until you're starting to see the walnuts really getting really translucent, so we can move to the next step. While we're doing our candied walnuts here, I'm gonna start doing the budino. So the first thing I mix here, the heavy cream and the milk. I'm gonna put this to a bare simmer here. And while we're doing that, we can start doing the rest. So the first thing, we're gonna mix the 6 egg yolks and whisk with the sugar until we have something like a pale yellow mixture and the sugar is well dissolved. Now the egg yolks are a pale yellow and we have our simmer here. We're going to slowly add the cream and the milk, whisking the egg yolks so we don't cook the egg yolks. And now we are going to put this back to the stove, stirring occasionally with the spatula to make sure that it doesn't stick around the sides. And we're gonna control using a thermometer to make sure that doesn't goes more than 175 degrees Fahrenheit. So when you reach this moment, you can remove from the stove, okay? Now after reach the temperature, we're gonna put this into the chocolate. And let this sit here for 5 minutes until so pretty much to wait the chocolate to melt until we go to the next step, okay? Now after 5 minutes, you can do this in 2 ways. So the first way, you can whisk really hard to mixture those things, but then you need to pass the mixture through a sieve, or you can use the hand mixer, the hand blender to make that, okay? So let's do it. Now that everything is emulsified, now it's the moment that you add your olive oil and your kosher salt. And you mix one more time. Cool, so that's it. That's pretty much it for now. So now we're going to put these into our tiny bowls and go to the fridge to cool down, okay? Cool, so now after 30 to 35 minutes, the first thing you need to do with the walnuts is to drain to remove the extra water. And then you're gonna put these into a baking sheet with silicone paper, silicone mat or parchment paper. And you're gonna spread out. Add some flaky salt on the top. And you're gonna put this in the oven for 15 minutes on a 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So here is our walnuts. Now we need to leave these to cool down so we can put on top of our budino. Here's our budino after overnight in the fridge. And now I'm gonna get some of the walnuts, put in one side, decorate like this. Some of the sea salt. And to finalize, put a little touch of olive oil. So here's our budino. Let's try, see how it goes. It's really good. So the dark chocolate together with the crunchy on the almonds, touch of olive oil and the salt in the end. It's really good. Again, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and see you next time. Bye.